While I was taking a selfie with the new phone my dad gave me, I accidentally captured a photo of him begging on the street. I couldn't believe my eyes. I watched as my father asked passers-by for money. Whenever someone dropped a large amount, he would carefully tuck it into his bag. First, I slowly walked toward him. Dad looked up expectantly, but when he realized it was me, he immediately turned and ran. Watching him walk away, a strange feeling took over my heart. I followed him into a deserted alley and saw him quickly unwrapping bandages from his legs and removing his props, tossing them into the trunk of a luxury car. As he was taking off his wig, I sat in the car fueled by anger. Dad felt terrible and quickly explained that this was just a part-time job. I asked him what his full-time job was, but he couldn't answer. I didn't want my father to keep pretending to be disabled just to scam people for money, so I told him to stop. He remained silent, and I had no choice but to turn and walk away in anger. A few days later, I saw my father begging on the street again. But this time he was confronted by two tough-looking men. His scam was exposed right then and there, and a crowd quickly gathered. People pulled out their phones to take pictures, shouting that they wouldn't let him live in this city anymore. I couldn't just stand by silently. Just as I was about to step forward, a woman in the crowd suddenly spoke up. "Pastor, is that you?" I watched as she slowly approached my father and deliberately said, "Did you go this far for the children?" Hearing this, the bystanders felt they had misunderstood my father and quickly knelt down to pray with him. This sudden shift left me standing on the sidelines. When I got home, I felt very uneasy and tried to convince my father to stop this act, but he simply told me to focus on my studies. Soon, my father's story was published in the newspapers, and he became a famous pastor on the internet. Seeing an opportunity, a woman talked to him about collecting donations together to buy a commercial building and make a lot of money. My father trusted her. With my father's passionate speeches more and more, followers began to join him, constantly donating money. Just as they were filled with hope for their future life, that woman ran away with all the donations. Write yes in the comments for part 2.